This is an Off the Tongue podcast. Welcome to Skate Mansfield.
What's up, Skate Mansfield? I'm Tim Metcalf, here to bring you all the awesomeness of skateboarding without actually knowing how to skateboard. Luckily, the stars of the show do know how. It's Adam McElroy and BJ Price.
All
right, I like it.
That was great.
We need to put some
I feel like we need to cheers our microphone.
Cheers.
I don't know why.
I don't think that's anything a sound engineer would ever approve.
No.
But I think we need to put some game show. What is it, like a game show music behind that?
Yeah.
And that's a great.
Dun, 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 dun.
We need a new
I
one
have
every
that.
time.
I have that.
Very, very similar to that, but adjusted as you need.
Yeah, we got this.
But I think that'd be awesome.
That's awesome.
Shout out Tim. Thank you for that
Thank
intro.
you.
And I guess we're here, people. We're
What's up,
live.
Skate Mansfield?
Are we?
Dude, it's bonkers out here. Let me tell you.
Dude, there's
Let me
so
tell
much
you.
going on.
Wild in
so
these streets.
much. It's wild in these streets.
There's our phone call yesterday, we covered 9 things. We're like, well, what about
Was it-
this? Well,
what
you
about
do
this?
this and I do this, but then you got to do this and let me know so then I can do this, but then I'll do this and yeah. So.
and all the other things that I said I was going to do today. I was just like,
I made sure there was a point because we
happen.
all know how BJ is. There was a point today where we were just going back and forth texting, and I said, keep in mind this all does not have to be done today because there's so much to do. We got a little bit of time.
So, dude,
Because I could feel your stress.
so
over
little to
text
do and
message.
so much time. I'm just saying,
Yeah, whatever,
but
Gene Wilder.
So here, just so you know, today I felt so bad because like the first thing when I had that big text from you this morning, the first thing that I was trying to text back to you was like, "Hey man, I love all this. If I go radio silent today, it's because I'm super busy just trying to get done so I could get home and do the episode." And I'd never finished that text.
That's fine. Well, the thing is,
I kept coming back to it because you kept texting me, and I'm like, "Oh, should I send this or answer him?"
well, okay, so first of all, so like we've covered that issue, that BJ stresses about everything.
Oh,
The
everything.
reason for that is because my ADHD just goes wild. Apparently, like
Dude, I get so
every
many
now
texts.
and then, I'm like, what about this? But if we did this, but actually, if you think about this, we could do this, and there's
and it's-
numbers and like math involved.
Bruv,
and
you're-
he's like, I don't know, man.
Your ADHD just comes out, and then you hit me with like insecurity at the same time.
I know, because I just look back. I look back like I'm
He
a
got that
teenager.
ADHD.
I'm a teenager that just sent the longest text to his crush. I'd be like, oh, by the way, like, you don't have to respond to that. It's cool. Like, I know
very
I'm
true.
a loser. Like, leave me alone.
I said I liked the design, and he's like, I feel like you don't really like it.
I feel that,
was
though.
I wrong? Was I
No,
wrong?
you weren't wrong because
Well,
I did like the design,
yeah.
but there was a miscommunication where you're like, well, because it would be weird on the t-shirt. I'm like, yeah, I don't like it as a t-shirt. I like it as a flyer.
Right. I'm like, okay, good. But yeah, like,
Doesn't matter what you think.
I will say I'm fully aware of how stress-inducing.
That's the attitude that Adam
Yeah.
needs
Right.
to bring
Yeah.
to the
Yes,
conversation.
That's what we need.
Yeah, I am very stress-inducing when it comes to ideas, just because.
Which is crazy. You've never come with an idea where I've been like, absolutely not. You've come with ideas where I'm like, oh, that's awesome. What about this too?
Right.
And so it's like, you do.
But the problem is, I
you
come
need to
with
think
11.
Like The Rock.
I come with
circa
11
2001.
ideas at once.
That's true.
And then I look at the 4 long messages that I just sent, because I sent one and I'm like, oh, actually I mean this and this and this, but actually because I always think ahead, right?
Yeah.
My thing
You
is
do.
like problem solving. So like when I type something out, I'm like, okay, what's the next step? And just immediately I'm like, oh, I got this covered. Like I know exactly what we need to do. And he's like, yeah, man, cool.
I am 100% Garth. I'm like, live in the now.
Right.
That's me.
And I'm like,
Dude,
please play in something
Yeah.
for once. Please.
No, it's just and then I hit him with like these ideas. Like when I was in Disney, like I just texted him. I'm like, oh man, I'm so dumb. It would have been so dope to bring like a deck, like a blank deck, and have all of the Disney characters sign the deck and do it for like a raffle.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that would have been so
And
smart.
then just immediately, I'm like problem solver mode. Well, you could do this and then
They
this
sign
and then
their-
make this
Yeah,
happen. And
but
you're
it
like,
was just like, nah,
you're like,
man,
bro,
it's
I
too
got to
late.
get on a plane in 2
Yeah.
hours. I'm like, oh.
They
I'm
sign their
heading
real
to the airport.
name.
Right.
George C. Scott is well.
Right.
Wait, what?
Right.
You're not real?
Oh, jeez. There's a lot
I'm
going
sorry,
on.
my ADHD is hitting in when I just see how much this thing. Why is my freaking the camera is just so.
I don't know, dude. Quick
Should be
movements
smooth.
trigger
Laggy?
it, so
It should be
sit
smooth.
still, bro.
You know I can.
Because you
I
changed
know.
the settings.
I know.
Can we go back to just getting quietly hyped?
Get quietly hyped, bro.
I'm gonna be here. You take a drink. I'm gonna get. I got the music in my head. We good?
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to play it because
Yeah.
Seems stranger.
This is great.
I
This
like
is
this.
great for the people watching. They love
Weird that
this.
I'll
Static
go back to the other, the music we played first. But
Yeah.
It's weird that the Static X was in my head for that, but it's fine.
So
It's
should
fine.
we like
stick
start,
around for the Patreon portion
Should we like
of the
start
episode?
talking about stuff like?
Oh yeah. Okay,
Definitely.
Hey,
Like-
can you hit the skate news segment, please?
From around the world, it's the skate news you need to know.
That was pretty good timing. I liked it.
First in the news, we're a real podcast.
We
Go
are.
us.
I mean, I
Yes.
guess I didn't know we weren't prior.
I was going to say,
we
were,
really
were
weren't.
you guys
We
not?
really weren't. We don't know what we are.
Okay.
It's
That's
fine.
true. That's
Alright.
true.
It's fine. So, Tim, can you bring up Instagram? I got lots to say. We have not had time to say this. I know it's February.
Oh yeah.
I do not care. I still want to talk about this
Okay.
so
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Cool. Bring it up over. Hit the button that makes it that it's both of us. I think it's page down.
Again, BJ got a
Thank you.
thing that has 700 buttons on it, and he's like, "Tim, find them all right now."
Find that button.
I got it.
Yeah,
He
you do
knew
good.
where
You're
we
doing
were.
good.
He knew where we were.
So far.
Yeah. Scroll up a little bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's gonna be the middle on the second line is what starts
Yeah.
it. So click that up. Let's.
The one I was on.
Well, I needed to see because I didn't know why Shane was to the left of that. I didn't like that.
Oh,
stuff.
I think I've seen this one.
Yeah, so this is the peer pressure award from. Okay, so if you don't know, SLS is doing they always do their at the end of the year they do certain awards like Trick of the Year. Okay, there you go. Bring that volume down a little.
Yep.
But let that play. So this is peer pressure award. Now, Adam and I talk about this all the time. Who in the world is standing at the front
Yeah.
of all that? If a board
Dude.
comes flying out, you're gonna get jacked,
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing. Like, we want to, we've talked about it before, but we want to do kind of things like this
Oh,
this
we
summer.
do. That's gonna
And
happen.
That
We
would be
have
so
some
cool,
ideas of
man.
like some pop-up sessions where we give out whatever it is, I don't know, gear or whatever it ends up being.
This is
But-
perfect because I can't
what-
skateboard, but
but
I
I
do
will
love
tell
to
you-
watch skateboarding.
I will tell
So-
you
Let's
for
go.
sure, I'm going to be 3 rows deep minimum.
Yes.
Like, I'm not in the front. I
We
don't.
talk about this all the time. It's like I do not need my shins
No.
destroyed.
No.
Right?
That's a young man's position. It's in the front.
100%. So if you see on the video, you can kind of scroll to the right, not the main that'll go
Oh,
to another
my
post.
bad.
Go back into that post and you can scroll right on that post.
Yeah, the little
The
gray
little
arrow.
yeah, there. It's kind of
left,
it's
left.
on the actual. I'm sorry, Tim. I should have like explained
To
a
the
lot of this.
right, to the right, in the video down.
There
Yep.
you got it. Okay, cool. So if you
Oh,
hit that,
here.
if you
Yeah.
hit that one, this goes to. This is the one that
Yeah,
I'm
we
like.
talked about this one.
This one is my favorite.
Dang it.
Yeah.
If you're just watching, how bonkers is it
Right.
that he just hippie jumps the
Right.
board the board power
It's
slides
crazy.
and he still lands on it. This is
You
like,
gotta turn that down a little bit, Tim, on the thing. But
it
yeah.
is one of my favorite videos. The fact that he goes into the elevator at the end
Yeah.
is one of my that makes
Oh,
that
I
one
never
of my
saw
favorite
the elevator
clips.
part. Yeah.
He gets in the elevator and hits the
Oh, I
button
missed
and
that too.
leaves.
Yeah. I
It's
saw
so
like all the way up
bonkers.
until like here, basically.
What?
No, he double power. He backside
amazing.
frontside power slides. My cat that has a neurological disorder just wiggled his way in
Yeah,
here.
let's go, cookie dough,
Bite his-
bro.
bite his-
Jojo, bro.
Bite his feet. Bite his feet. Here, cat cam.
I got shoes on this time.
Cat cam.
I'm safe.
Here's my boy.
But yeah.
Tell him how it be. You can get quietly
Cat
hyped
cam.
too.
Oh, wait,
Hey,
that's a
ADHD,
better one
let's
for a cat cam.
continue to talk about the thing
right,
that's
later.
on the screen.
Go ahead, bud. You're all good.
Was there more
Keep
Instagram
him
you wanted to
quiet.
cover?
Yeah, there is. Go back to
Wrong
it.
one. There we go.
So I think there's one more if you scroll to the right there. This one I love as
Oh,
well.
I did see this one, yeah.
How in the world, bro?
That's really cool.
There's
yeah.
so much coordination that happens with that
Yeah.
that you can tell that that's like a 9 or a 9.5
That's a fat
inch
board. Yeah, that's a 9.5
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
And the first person is just jumping as high as he can,
Right.
to make sure that he doesn't like interfere
It
with
really
what's
is-
happening.
Yeah, it's interesting because the back person has to kick down,
I'm curious.
and then but like one of the
Yeah.
front two people aren't doing anything. I think the middle person is doing nothing.
Well, watch it
because
again,
he just
because I think
jumps.
the
front
middle person
flips. Oh, middle,
yeah, the middle person flips the
okay,
board.
so the front person's doing nothing.
the front person's doing nothing. He just has to be out of the way,
right.
which is just dope.
But
So,
yeah, it's like okay,
go on to the next
but it
post.
is very cool.
Next post,
Next
not
post.
the
Got you,
not.
got you,
There you
got
go.
you, got you.
So this is a continuation. Again, this is SLS like trick of the year stuff. This one just I
Wait,
don't.
Yeah.
This one's hard to see because nobody filmed it properly, but it is insane.
Right.
He does like almost like a ollie north, like
Was
a
that-
switch ollie north. So
Yeah,
he's frontside flip, switch ollie north. It's hard to see
That's
because it's on a
interesting.
phone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I saw that one and I'm
I
like,
like
that
that
is
one.
dope, but it's like I didn't know they had, like it's weird that they have all of these
Obscure tricks.
these
There's-
obscure awards and they all get like $1,000.
And again, like, you know, I don't think we talked about it, but I know the 9 Club talked about it, which I don't know if you saw the clip where they were talking about like illegal tricks and things like that.
Illegal tricks for what?
And it's just what they titled it, but it's just things that like they're like, you know, nobody really likes like the pressure flip thing and things like that.
But it's still
where-
a trick. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's, I guess it could be illegal in depending on how you
And that's what they talked about
dictate
too.
the game of skate. If you're playing skate and you're saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, no,
It's not
no
an illegal
pressure flip.
trick, but it's like something that maybe you wouldn't put in a part or something like that. But
Gotcha.
that's not necessarily in that category. But
I don't think so.
But they were saying how like all these weird like difficult tricks, and actually P-Rod was touching on it too, but in a different clip,
Yeah.
where you'll see like a what's his name, Jeff man.
Raleigh?
the shed what's his name, Jeff Wan Song, whatever his name is. That's his Instagram name. But
Okay.
he's very good. But he does like tray flips. Like he's got a video where he hits a kicker and he does a tray flip and then a quad flip.
Yeah.
And they
okay,
were
I know
like-
that guy. Yep,
Yeah, they were
I know who
like,
you're talking
that's
about.
cool, but like, no, like nobody wants to do that.
You're
like,
right.
you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. But go ahead and go to the next one.
So-
Let's see what's next.
But my point with that is, I
this
don't
is
think
this is probably my
those-
fave.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The Double Decker Award. It should be the
That was cool.
the Bros for Life Award here.
I will say these awards that they're giving are custom
man.
for the videos that they're giving them to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's different. It's
they
not
make
like
up the award.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like it's a
For the
double
video.
decker and then they go find the video for
Right.
it. They're
Right.
like, this is cool. We need to give it something.
I do like
I'm
that.
cool with that. Yeah.
gotta
And
name it.
that one, when I saw it, I'm like, that
That's-
is so cool.
Yeah,
Because that's definitely we spent time at the park. Oh, I bet we could do this. Because I probably have footage on my high 8 camera somewhere where it's like I've done a lot of like 50-50 grinds where either I do or my friend does, and we go up and then like rock to fakie off their board
Right.
as they're 50-50
Yeah,
grinding
yeah.
and stuff. So
That's a
that's the
classic.
stuff, yeah, that's the
a
stuff that I
classic.
love.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that because it's just you know,
Yeah.
homies being homies. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Hit the next one. What do we got? Oh, this one.
Oh, we talked about this one.
Yeah, to the window, to the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, this reminds me of the Jamie Thomas from what's the video?
Not
Dying to Live.
No, it was after Dying to Live. I forget.
But he does the Burger King
Yeah,
window
same
grind
thing,
and it
basically.
just shatters the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still cool.
And I think he did go back and pay for it too, didn't he? Or no?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he said he went back and
If he
paid
did,
for
that's
it.
dope. It's just like these things like that. Just I think those are dope. So
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
like that, and I like that they can acknowledge it and be like, "Here's $1,000 for being dope."
That's why, and I don't know if we want to talk about it like now in a minute or later or whatever, but that's why I liked the Baker Has a Death Wish too.
Yeah,
Is because there's a lot of conventional good tricks and parts, but
Yeah.
there's so many people that have has such a different style.
Sure.
That there's a lot of like interesting things like this. Where I was like, it's
I
a
like
really
that
good part.
stuff. I really like
Really
that
good
stuff.
video.
Go to the next one.
Shout out Justin. Justin's in the chat.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Justin, Winter Sessions, we'll talk
Let's
about that in a
go.
minute,
We're
is
gonna talk
on
about that
on
later.
the group. So go check that out, share it,
Oh, we're
love on it,
excited.
do whatever you want to do with
So
it.
anything like this is the stuff that I like to do. This is probably my favorite award because this is the stuff that I want
Yeah,
to do.
I know this one. Yeah,
I've done
this
stuff
is very
like
cool.
this.
Love it.
I couldn't flip out.
Right.
I would love to try and like board slide and come out of it. I would never be able to flip out of it. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Let's see that one more time in super slow mo.
That one's so dope. I do like that one. So I'm
Are you more
Here's the-
street?
me.
Yeah.
No,
you like
no.
street stuff?
I like
Nah.
street. He's more of a park guy.
I love park stuff. Like
Yeah.
I skate park.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Transitions, quarter pipes, bowls.
I was
I'm
just saying
old.
that because like
I'm
you
almost
just said that
40.
you like this so much. I was like, I wonder if you're more street then. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I like more creative stuff. I love
Gotcha.
like
And
because all I can think of is this is I'm like, can I build that for our park?
I
Yeah.
was literally thinking about that,
You know
but
what I
I didn't
mean?
want to say it. But
Well,
I didn't want to put you on the spot.
There is a certain obstacle that I want to build that we're going to talk about as we're building stuff for winter sessions this weekend. There's a
Winter
cer-
sessions are in 2 weeks. We're building stuff this weekend to
We have to
clarify.
build stuff now
yeah,
so
yeah.
that we're ready. One of the main things is like there's a certain obstacle that I had when I was younger. I'm like, ooh, I want to build that
What was it,
again.
the wave.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah.
that goes up and over.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I want to do that again. And I'm like, ooh, I want to talk to my other buddy, Adam, who builds with me and be like, dude, I've got an EMC bender. Could we build conduit and make this happen so that I could try this trick?
right.
So there's stuff like that I
We're
really...
building ramps and obstacles for specific tricks.
Yeah, I think
Justin,
it could
as-
happen. So that's one of them.
If you're skating the comp tomorrow,
No, sir.
We're not. We are going to be solely building for the winter sessions, or
Yes.
we would. I will be. Adam might be as well for the Shred Like a Girl event at Stoke Run. I think we'll be there because
Yeah.
Skate Ohio has a booth. I have to talk to Travis to see if he wanted me to MC. I vaguely remember him asking me if I wanted to, and I will.
Right.
My favorite part of that is like my niece. My youngest niece
Right.
is like just watches skate videos nonstop and wants to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that to be able to just to be able to take her and be like, hey,
Yeah.
have fun. I'm gonna go do my booth thing,
Right.
but you
Right.
are gonna have a blast.
See,
I swear.
you do what you want.
I guess I do want to kind of say this too, because people always ask, like, why doesn't Harper come to winter sessions
Sure.
or like the Shred Like a Girl event and stuff? And it's like, first of all, she likes scooters more than anything, which is fine. She can do that.
She's
whatever.
young.
Yeah, and it's all good. But like, two things. Like, one, which it's okay because she's young, but she's just in the way with stuff and doesn't fully understand.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
She's young. She's a
But
kid.
then the other thing is, and I love this about her, I'm obviously not complaining about this, but she wants to play with me.
yeah.
Like, and I can't do that. Like, I have stuff
Yeah.
I have to do and
Right.
things like that. So, like, she's not the type of person that will just go play with herself or, like, other kids or whatever. Like, she
Yeah.
will, obviously. But when we're at the park,
Not if you're around.
right. So, like, when we're at the park, just
When you're
in
an option.
general,
Yeah, right.
in general, like, I don't sit at the table and watch
Mm-hmm.
her play. Like, she wants me there with her, and like,
Dude,
So-
if we're playing football at my house and I'm around, they still prefer to play with Tim. So
yeah,
Yeah, better.
That's how
better,
it be.
better at football.
it's very true.
Harper also gave me a paper from school the other day that was a princess, and it was the best friend princess, and it was a card, and it said, "Who do you want to give this to for Valentine's Day?" And she said, "Daddy."
Ooh,
So that felt really good.
nice.
But that's why, like, I obviously want her to be around, and it would be
Yeah.
cool for her to be around. But, like, when it's stuff like this, like, I have to do other stuff or, like,
Sure.
man a booth or whatever. Like, and
you
she's
can't that age. You can't all of
It's
my
hard to
kids are at
grasp.
the age that
Yeah.
they'll go do their own thing.
exactly. If I say, "Hey, go play," she takes it personal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
So that's I saw an
I'm
opportunity
with
to bring
you.
that up.
I'm with
so.
you. Hit the next one. See what we got left on this because there's a couple more. The front side grind. This is weird.
Oh, I don't
Look
like
at the
that.
look at the trucks.
Whoa.
I don't like that. I don't hate it, but it just makes me feel icky.
I'm glad that they acknowledge the creativity of somebody really ruining their board to do this.
I respect it, but I've got to go get sick now. So
yeah, go to the next, the actual next.
Yeah, we can't look at that anymore.
Yeah.
This one.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's impressive.
Crazy, right?
That was
very
sick,
impressive.
man.
And
That's
it's
because you're gonna
insane.
eat so
Yeah,
many.
you
how
are.
many?
You're gonna put your face in concrete so many times.
How many times did that take?
Yeah, you're gonna shoulder check that wall.
You're gonna kick it one time, like one of your feet are gonna catch on a pole, like
Ugh.
because you
Ugh,
look at
I
his
love
back
that.
foot. He's got to
Yeah.
go in the pole and then outside of the pole
I
to
bet
make
the
it work.
inside of his left ankle is just
Yeah.
burger.
Yeah,
Burger.
like one of those feet have hit multiple times.
100%.
Oh, that was very cool.
I do enjoy that as well.
like
go,
that one.
go to the next one. See
Yep.
what we got. Oh, this is this should like I was looking at this earlier. I'm like, this should have been the True Homie Award.
Yeah. Okay.
When he's
I'm
with
glad.
them.
I'm glad they're doing that right now because I was like, don't let him go down this all
Right?
by himself. Like he can't see cracks. He can't
Just
see
with
nothing.
just with this, like, because you can guide him. Like, oh crap, there's a little bit of crack coming up. Let's go
Yeah.
to the other side.
Yeah.
That front foot impossible.
That was very cool. I like it.
And then he's able to find his homie. They're able to homie up.
Yeah.
Took a little bit
And yeah.
This should be the "I Got Your Back" award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Something like that. But yeah,
no
that's,
excuses.
That's cool.
I don't know about that.
They could have
I
been a
don't know
little more
about that.
creative.
There's a few more. Let's go to the next.
I would say being
let's go to the
blind
next
is actually a
post.
very good excuse for not being a great skateboarder. So,
Sure.
like, no,
Sure,
I mean,
sure,
it's
sure.
kind of an excuse.
This is the one that like this guy. I follow this guy all the time.
He was in SLS, wasn't he? Or
No, he
who's-
wasn't.
Who's the guy that
Felipe Nunez.
Nunez? Yeah.
He's awesome. He's got no legs. He's an incredible
Yeah.
skater.
Oh, I guess he does have arms, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Felipe does.
Felipe
yeah.
does. Yeah, that's how he
Yeah.
pushes. But this is with the
very
backside
cool.
big spin on that is
That's pretty
impressive because I don't even think I can do that.
Right.
So yeah, I do like that they recognize that. Go to the next one.
I think is that all?
Yeah, that wasn't.
No,
anywhere
there's
on-
there's more. Go to that.
Oh,
No, there was no more arrow, bro.
yeah, there's nothing.
Oh, not on the arrow, but go to the next post. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other arrow.
Just
will
hit
work.
there's another arrow that'll take
Oh,
you
is
right
there?
to it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's fine.
that's
Sorry.
the wrong one, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
this is the People's Champ, which it.
Oh,
Well,
this
I'm
one.
sorry.
Got you.
It's all right. Style matters. This is. Look at his face. He's so serious.
I don't
Nose
like that one at
grind.
all.
I was
I do not like that one at all.
I was hoping you'd say that because I felt the
There's
same way.
First of all, if you want to give a Styles Matters award,
You're gonna give it to a Chris Jocelyn that does a
you're
tray
gonna give
flip
it to-
perfectly
there's
over a giant
so many
gap.
better options.
Right.
And if you want to give him an award, I mean, give him.
I wouldn't even give this an award.
Yeah,
this is a post that's dope,
This is
but doesn't deserve the award.
the like
was even
video
the
game skater award or something to where
Style
it just
Matters Award.
looks like a not real person who just has no emotion and just like I don't know. I
I'm
don't
with
like
you.
it.
I disagree. Go to the
I don't
next
like it.
one.
I don't like it.
I'm with you on that one. Thank you. So
Oh, I saw this one. I don't.
Adam and I had such a back and forth about this where we
I
got
hate
super
it.
grumpy. Where I sent him. I'm like, that is not the line of the year. Here is the line of the year, and I sent it to him.
There's
But
so
we'll
many
watch
better.
this just so you can see a big ollie. Okay, cool. He gapped out. He went away. He came back. Somebody's still filming for this whole time. Okay, Nolly knows, man. Okay, fine.
I mean,
that's
sure.
dope.
It's a good line.
Is he switch pushing? No. Okay, so he's coming up to all right.
Big
A
spin.
backside big spin, sure.
Possibly switch. Oh well, now he's probably switched because he's
No, he's not. He has his left foot back
Yeah,
again.
okay.
He turned to
Yeah.
not. All right, a
Roll.
little wall ride, fine. Okay, a tray
Nice.
flip, fine. That's
Flat
a
ground
fine.
tray.
That's a fine tray flip. I'll give you that. But there's nothing
You got to do more first of all between all this.
to
like,
give me line. Just
This is
because he's
what-
going, he's just a lot of pushing.
and then this, like I don't mind
He
this
bonks
as far
over. You have to set up for the next.
As, yeah,
You got a forced air and you're a switch,
front side shove and a
front side shove, and then a back
180.
backside 180, and then switch flip at the end.
Well,
Nothing.
Everybody in the
If you
comments is
can-
agreeing with you.
If you can go
I
back.
didn't read any of the comments.
Yes.
It's
I want to
like-
know.
they're just
I
like,
want to
meh.
know. What do you think the percentage is that? Who's this skater, by the way? Does it say who it is?
No idea.
What do you bet he's sponsored by
G-Shock.
G-Shock?
Oh, dude. I didn't know
what do you bet?
G-Shock could even sponsor skaters.
Yeah, they do.
An
Go
account
back and
by
find-
Sebo Walker did.
Oh,
say-
Sabo Walker.
Sabo. He
Sabo.
said,
Oh,
thank,
that's
thank
Sabo?
you so much. I'm honored. So I'm assuming that's him.
I guarantee he's sponsored by G-Shock.
Okay.
That's Sabo Walker? Sabo Walker
Yeah, I was gonna
has
say-
better in him
Yeah, that's.
than this.
This looks like him
I
from
love Sabo
5 years
Walker.
ago. Like
yeah,
Because
that
he's
doesn't
a
even
goofy-
look
he's a
like him,
goofy
though.
I think
skater,
it's him
but-
though.
that doesn't look like him.
Okay,
though.
go back. I want to
Maybe
show
he
you
said-
what I sent Adam as
I bet
line of the
he's-
year.
I don't know.
Scroll up.
I don't know. That frustrates me.
The second one down on the left. That one. This is my line of the year.
Yeah.
This is Shane O'Neill. Look at him
and
go.
I was gonna share this.
I can't even keep up with
This
the
is
amount
in
of tricks.
Japan, right?
Nollie, and then dude, just
I
the
think this is in
freaking
Japan, right?
5-0.
Dude, they have like skateboarding sounds ASMR because
Oh yeah.
that little frontside power slide coming back for the Manny.
I was gonna share
And
this
look,
in
look
the
how
group.
fast he goes.
oh, that's cool.
He's going back
Yeah.
and forth
Wow.
to stay up. He has to go the other way.
Wow.
He's going so fast.
Yeah.
All right, that was.
I was
pretty-
gonna.
That's not even the end of it.
I
He
mean-
does another
Yeah.
like nollie frontside flip at the end.
Listen, I
mean-
was gonna share that in the group and put if only he could do this with judges around because I guess this is a great time to talk about this.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
I guess
segue.
that was.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's
pretty good.
solid, but like he can't do this when there's a single judge around.
Dude,
And-
the craziest thing. Do you remember?
I mean,
at
there are people that can't
the-
take tests.
It's not Vegas. It's not.
Shut up. Shut up.
which stop was it where he did the like nollie flip, nose grinds, like nollie flip out or what nollie
Yeah.
180 flip out, and he's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna do the thing that I
Right.
do a lot, and he did that, and he got like a 9.3.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, you don't have to do the big switch
Well,
tray
He's an
down
expert
a
at not
9.
thinking.
And there's so many times and this is not an exaggeration, to where even if he gets to doing well and has some good scores, if he has 5 tries and
He will
needs
fail
and he needs
everyone.
like 2 scores, once he gets to the third or fourth to where you can't win anymore, he lands it perfectly the next try.
It's weird.
100% of the time. And this is my favorite skater / was, and we're gonna get into that right now because
I think we should.
listen, I love
And
Shane
before we
O'Neill.
move over to another segment, I think you guys should move over to that subscribe button and hit it real quick
Nice.
and share and
Nice.
like do those things as we transition into our next segment.
All right, we can get off Instagram, but listen, Shane O'Neill has been my favorite skater for a long time.
Sure.
Mr. O'Neill. Every
And-
time I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man.
And it's because I do like street skating and I really love techie street skating.
Yeah,
Without
switch
it
tray
being
blunt slides around a corner to like backside
Yeah.
flips out. It's dope.
Yeah, and I love all that stuff. And I love Shane, but he is just so frustrating in every single contest he's
Every.
ever been in.
Every.
And Baker Has a Death Wish Part 2 just dropped. We've been talking about it pretty much since the podcast started
It's so dope.
a year ago, to where I'm like, Shane O'Neill's my favorite skater, but Jamie Foy's been kind of there. And I'm like, man, I don't know. After this part, Jamie Foy is officially my favorite skater. And it's not because he was doing stuff that that blew me away necessarily. Obviously,
Sure.
he had some great tricks. But I realized, this is what I told you before we started recording, was that when Jamie skates and I watch his part, I just get so happy. I'm like, this is
Right.
great skating. I love it. When Shane skates, I get so sad. I get so sad. And I'm like, I'm just not going to put myself through that anymore.
You shouldn't.
I
You shouldn't.
love Shane, and I think he is one of the most talented skaters of all time. It's just in the last
But
5 years, he's just dropped in contests.
here's
so
the thing:
bad.
is like you could go to YouTube right now and put in Shane O'Neill fails, and get a ton of videos.
Yes.
Like especially SLS
Yeah.
stuff. If you put in Jamie Foy fails,
There's going to be a couple bails like everybody has.
there's going to be some goofy stuff.
But there's not going to be any high pressure stuff. And,
No,
maybe a few,
his highest
obviously.
pressure
but
was at. Was it Vegas? No, it was. It wasn't the Vegas SLS.
he
stuff.
got second place, right?
Yeah.
In one of them. I
and
forget which
it
one.
wasn't SLS. I can't
it
remember. It
Brazil,
was the
maybe?
one before SLS. No, it wasn't Brazil. It was the one before Vegas, where they had that super long ledge. The one that Kelvin won. Because he did the nose grind the whole thing and like nollie healed out.
It wasn't Seattle,
it was bonkers.
was it?
Oh, it was Seattle.
Was it? Okay.
Good call. Yeah, it was the Seattle one where he's just like, "Oh, this is my last try. I'm just gonna get weird," and he did the thing, and it just like popped the crowd so hard. It wasn't a high scoring trick,
Right.
but it was
style.
it was a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
I think I remember us texting, but it's like, "Blah, blah, blah,
Right.
this just happened,"
Right.
and yeah, that's.
But I just,
I will never get over the fact that like that's my favorite thing in the world is like you and I texting during SLS like finals.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite
the
thing in the
best.
world.
It's the best.
For us to just get crazy.
And it's usually in a spot where we're both doing something. So it's like whatever we're doing, we're probably kind of ignoring right now.
100%.
But we can't leave to watch it together. So this is what we get. This is what we get.
Dude, I want to like rent out a movie theater.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about doing something like that.
It would be so dope to rent out a movie theater and be like, we're watching SLS the whole 5 hours. Well,
I bet now that we have a nonprofit, the movie theater will let us rent
they might.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Right?
I bet they would.
It would be cool
We'll
to
buy
just be
concessions.
like, yes.
We'll do whatever.
Yeah, we'll buy popcorn and stuff. Just
Yeah.
let us watch
sure
SLS.
I guarantee we could do that.
I'm sure you'd fill
That'd be
a
like
decent.
an 8-hour date. I'd be so
So
happy.
yeah,
I'm sure
so happy.
you'd fill a decent portion of the theater too. So like,
yeah, well, in and
I bet
out
we could-
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet we could get quite a few of us. And I have grown.
Watch there be like 4 people.
I have grown accustomed to really enjoying the women's
Yeah.
skating.
I will say-
I'm a Chloe the Flow fan.
Yeah.
She's awesome. I love her style. I love her like 50-50 kickflip outs on crazy down 13 stair rails. I love them.
One thing too, I don't know. People did post about it, so I don't know if you've seen it. But Alyssa Steamer
Oh, dude,
is
that
in Baker.
I did
has a
watch
death
that
wish.
because she had the cover photo for the
Oh, did
Thrasher. Yep.
Did
she
you
had the
see
cover.
Felipe Mota
Yes.
got covered?
Yeah.
How they did it with the pizza box?
Oh, dude.
That was the coolest thing ever.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I need to get back to that because
Yeah.
it's so dope.
Yeah, they came in with pizzas and like a long receipt and was like, dude had a mask on and everything, so you couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah.
And he was like, Felipe Mota, Felipe. And everybody there's like literally like, why is there pizza here? Like what's going on? And
Pizza
he's
skateboards.
like, hey, did you order pizza? And he was like, what? And they just open it and there's just Thrashers there with him on the cover. And he was like, oh, it's
That's
such
so
a cool.
I need to go back and watch that. That's
Yeah.
so dope. Jamie Foy is so dope.
Yeah.
By
Shout
the way.
out Justin for real.
It's
'Cause I
so
agree.
true. Actually, you know what? From here,
I just had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry.
He did. And I was going to
It's
do
been
that
bothering
later.
me
On
all
my
day.
list over here,
He had
it's
to say
later,
it
but he
with his
is so
chest.
passionate about it. He had to do that. But I think, Tim, we should go to our new segment. And yeah, do it. Do it.
Oh God. Interesting. I didn't know
Adam?
this was coming.
Adam, have you ever changed the setting on your microwave?
No.
No, I haven't either.
What
Did
setting?
Well, here's the thing: is like every like microwavable meal I look at, Like I was
Has
just looking at
different
my
wattage
microwave
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just says like
Yep.
make sure your microwave is on high. I'm like, it's never not on high.
Right,
What
like-
is wrong with you?
right. Who sells a low-powered microwave?
Who is going to use that low power? It's like
Right.
I am using the microwave because I
wa-
need to save time.
I want chicken nuggets in 36 minutes.
There's a
I'm gonna
microwave.
lower the power here.
There's a microwave chef out there that's like, oh, dude, like I know you want to put it on high power, but seriously, like
Yeah.
chicken nuggets on low power,
Yeah.
that's the way to go. It
Slow.
tastes different.
Slow cook your SpaghettiOs, bro.
That's just wrong. I'm just saying that, like, I just saw this on my microwavable meal. It's like, make sure you're on high and do it for 3 minutes, then
Yeah.
stir and blah, blah. I'm like, who is changing the power setting on their microwave?
I never even paid attention to that.
No, neither did I. I didn't know that was a thing.
So we can keep this music going because this is a skate thought, but I've had it
Sure.
for a long time.
Sure, hit me.
Okay.
And I
Hit me.
wanted to say it, just never had a chance to bring it up. So
That's what I want. That's
A-
what this segment is about.
a fakey 5-0
Sure.
is what? Like if you like visually, what do you see when you do a fakey 5-0? That's essentially
Switch nose grind?
switch nose grind, right?
Yeah.
So why, if it's a fakey 5-0, basically looks like a nose grind.
Yep.
Why is it when you do a fakey crook, it's still a fakey crook and not a fakey, whatever that is, salad or whatever?
Like a switch salad?
Yeah. Because if it's a fakey 5-0, but you're on the nose, then a fakey crook should be a
There's a lot of things
a
where
fakey
people.
salad,
There's
right?
a lot of people. There's.
Does that make
there's-
sense?
Yeah.
You following me?
I'm
You
with you.
following me?
I'm with you.
I was
but
like, bro,
Here's the thing: is a lot like I've even.
you can't have
heard
both.
I've heard
You
it
can't have
talked
both.
about.
It's a little angle difference, and you're like, one of these tricks is on the nose, but one of them's on the tail, and it's like they're the same thing.
I've heard it talked about on the 9 Club.
Just a
and
little
it's- and
steez
it's-
on it.
It is honestly the whoever's there and calling the trick, or whoever's there doing the trick.
I've never heard anybody say a fakey salad though,
That's
because
not
it is a fakey crook,
It
and I
is.
agree with that. But I've always been the argument that
Well,
a
the
fakey
salad
5-0
is-
should be a nose grind. If a fakey crook is a fakey crook, then a fakey 5-0 should be a fakey
What do
nose
you-
grind.
What do you?
You see what I mean, though? You see what, I
do you-
mean?
what do
you
you-
see what I mean?
What is
You
the
see what I mean?
intent? What is the intent? What are you trying to do?
I'm just what, like in this argument?
No, but
It's
like if you're
upset
trying to
people.
do in the
Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's my bad.
it's like what is your intent on that trick?
Sure.
If you're just trying to like fakey ollie and try to lock into something, then yeah, call it whatever you want. If you're intentionally trying to do like a fakey salad or a switch nose grind,
I want Gary Rogers to call something a fakey salad and get lit
he
up.
ain't going to do it.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna do
and I
it.
agree with that, though. It is a fakey
He ain't going
crook.
to do it.
But
This isn't the segment to bring this. This is random non-skate thoughts.
But it's still a thought, and the music had me feeling the type of way.
All right, I'm with
And
you.
I've always
I
been
think we should do it skate or
I had
not skate
another.
thoughts.
right.
Skate or non-skate thought.
But
I'm
I've
with
always
you.
been
I will
of
have
the
to
mind.
I have to redo the bumper. What is
I've
my
al-
other non-skate
I've
thought?
always been of the mind that a fakey 5-0 is a fakey nose grind.
Oh, yeah, I got another one.
It's a fakey nose grind.
I'm with you.
Because I mean, this
It's
music
not a
goes on
fakey
forever.
5-0.
So
It's
like,
a
Because you're
fakey nose
still
grind.
locking it. I'm with you.
I know the argument, but if it's a fakey crook, then it's a fakey nose grind.
It is a fakey ollie switch nose grind.
I'll agree with that. That's fine. Yeah.
Because
But
you're
people
doing
call-
the fakey ollie and you're locking into switch
nose grind. That's fine.
Switch front nose
That's
grind.
perfectly fine. But
in my mind.
but the consensus says it's a fakey 5-0.
That's stupid.
And I'm like, but if a
That's
fakey
stupid.
if a fakey crook is a fakey crook, then that has to be a fakey nose grind or fakey switch nose grind is fine. See my argument? I think it makes sense.
yeah, you do. That's
Thank
right.
you.
I'm telling you.
I wonder, dude,
I'm with you.
what do you think the date is on this note?
It depends on how you go into it. Thank you, Justin.
How long
I'm
have you
with
been
But
wanting
it doesn't
to-
matter.
This
What-
note is from December 28th. So I've had this for like, I guess a month and a
Okay,
half
if
or
we're
so.
gonna go back into the actual segment and say it's a non-skate, have you guys ever stared at the sun?
Yes.
no.
Thank
well,
you.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Sure.
Like even as a kid, where you just stare at the sun because you're just like, it's the sun. I'm gonna stare at this for a minute, and it hurts, and you're like, I don't know why.
Do
And
that in
you're just-
April, man.
in
How
all
long?
fairness, it's only a couple seconds if you're
Yeah.
doing it full. But in all fairness, I didn't stare at the sun because I was like, oh, the sun.
No.
I stared at the sun because I was like,
I'm
they
bored.
say we shouldn't stare at the sun. I'm gonna
I
stare
did
at
it.
the sun.
I did it because there's a Offspring song called "Staring at the Sun."
Yeah.
Thank you. I knew, when I wrote that down, I'm like, Tim, how long before Tim rings up staring at the sun?
But I did not stare at the sun because the sun wooed me into staring at it
No.
like a pretty
No.
woman.
It wooed you.
That's what he
No.
said. He said, "Ooh, it's the sun. I gotta stare."
Like
at
No,
the
it."
I'm
sun's
not saying
like-
that. I'm just
That's
saying,
what you said.
The sun's
saying-
taking you out for a drink and shit.
Not me, dude. Not me.
I'm saying that it's like you're just like, oh, the sun, and you're just like a kid, and I'm locked outside, and I'm like, man, I'm thirsty, and my parents are like, drink from the hose, dummy, and I'm like, all right, fine, I guess that's where I drink from now, and this
sounds
is
like
where
my
I live
parents
until
aren't
dinner.
home.
So this is where I, do things because my parents won't let me in until dinner time, and I'm just like, whoa. The longer I stare at the sun, it more hurts, but it's kind of dope. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Do that in April in Cleveland.
Yeah. I'm curious about that. How
What?
does that?
What?
The clips.
It's supposed to like
No.
burn your face off, basically, right?
I am not the
It's
former
basically
president.
supposed to like burn your face
Yeah.
off,
It
right?
is, and it
But
will.
how?
I am scared.
But I
Because-
agree, and it will, and I understand. But how?
Does
Because
anybody remember
blocking out the sun does not make the edges of the sun more powerful.
It does.
But the rays
How?
are the amount of like it has to do with like the amount of like rays or something.
Thank you.
It's the
It
same.
has to do with
So
how,
you think it's still
how
like
focused
yeah.
it
like,
is.
Okay, so it
You have
is
to be
just
careful, bro.
it's just regular powerful though, right? It's
Yeah.
not
No.
extra
Well-
powerful.
well,
People
wait.
are saying it's extra powerful. I'm like, it can't be.
it's more
That's
focused,
not how
more
physics works.
powerful. Why are we yelling?
That's
I
not
don't-
how
it's-
physics works.
It's not, but like it's easier to stare at because it's dark.
Sure, that's fine. Okay, and I see
Yeah.
to where that can be dangerous
Yeah.
because it is the same
Right.
effectiveness.
Yeah.
Sure.
But people are acting like it's gonna burn your face off if
I don't
you
think it
stare
will,
at
like-
face off, but it could really damage your eyes.
If
And
you s-
I,
yeah.
someone
just as
who's
much
had
as
LASIK,
regular though. Just
No.
as much as regular though. It's not.
Yeah, I would
it's not,
think
it's not
so.
worse than what it normally is.
It's just
I'm
more
super-
dangerous because it's easier to stare at.
That okay? I can understand that. Okay.
Yeah. Did you know that if like
Because if you actually try to stare at the
Avon
sun,
Lake,
it's probably pretty hard because you're gonna have to blink and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
That is fair. I'll give you that.
Avon Lake, Ohio,
Yeah.
like where one of my stores was that I used to have to visit all the time for Ace. That is the prime. There's a park there where the prime spot to see the eclipse.
Really?
Like I watched a bunch of news reports on it. It's
Yeah.
insane. I'm like, well, that's weird. I know that park. I drove by it all the time to go to the
I guess
store
it
that I
makes
had
sense
to.
because I saw the map of Ohio and like
Yeah.
it was color coded to where like you can
Oh,
see it
they've
really
had
well.
like
and,
spots like sold out forever.
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
It's weird.
Well, yeah, but this is what something
Like
that
I
happens.
wouldn't mind seeing it, but like I'm not gonna like.
It's not gonna happen again in our
Oh,
lifetime.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
that's
really?
why.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like one
100%.
in like 800 years or something
Yeah,
like that. Like
it's something weird.
It's never gonna happen again. So
Why does that not bother me?
It says Adam's passion on this is so real.
on the sun, dude, you don't understand, dude. I'm all about the universe.
But again,
and sun.
But again, it's like, why does this not
Shut up,
bother
Tim.
me?
Go away.
This doesn't bother me at all. If I miss
Oh, I
this,
love it.
I'm not gonna be like,
yeah, I'm not gonna freak out.
Yeah,
But
it'd be cool to see,
thing.
but like I'm not gonna like go out of my way.
I honestly think I'm curious. I think they might like call off school for it.
You think?
I really think so.
I don't think they'll call off school.
That's
but
how
I
it's like trending. Like
Dude,
people are like,
they
I
call off
think
school for everything.
like this is something that happens 1 in 1,000 years. Basically, it's like you should have the chance, or at least if they're at school, like
No. I'm
look
saying
at
that
it
they
or
should
however.
have
Yeah.
the chance to be like, man, this is happening. You have to be a
Yeah.
part of it. I get that, but not call off school.
Well,
That's
maybe
yeah,
not.
you
Maybe
should
not.
be able to like go outside and
Yeah.
be
That
like,
just- that
oh,
just
look at this
gives-
kind of cool
Well,
thing.
And I
like,
thought
you know.
about that because I know
That
for a
just-
fact that like because it's on like a weekday, right? Like
It is.
Monday
Like
or
a
Tuesday
Wednesday.
or
I don't
something.
remember.
something stupid.
Yeah, and I know I'm going to be in the office, and I'm like, there's no way we're all just going to sit here
Yeah.
while this happens.
And yeah,
Oh,
we're
man.
not gonna leave.
That would
Yeah,
be cool
like-
if it was on a Tuesday or Thursday. I'd be closer to Cleveland and I could see a better view of
There you go. Yeah, I'm going to be in Columbus, actually, which is right by Avon Lake, right?
Columbus.
Or no.
Avon Lake's
Avon
near.
Lake is
I'm thinking
on
of
Lake
Alum
Erie.
Creek.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Alum
thinking.
Creek. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
Avon Lake is
whatever.
north.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
Again,
Guys,
it's
we're
just,
about to run out of the music. That's how much we've talked
Okay.
about this.
That's
we
good.
talked a lot.
That's a
You
great
hit
segment.
that button again, it stops.
Oh, I know, but I've
All right,
just
telling you.
been letting it play.
I did, that's not a multiple playing. That one you just hit
That's
the
a
button
great
again. You
segment,
stop.
though. I like
well,
it.
Let's move into the next. You know what? Can you do the? Do I have one on there for specifically the
See?
local stuff?
That's what the majority of schools are closed already. I thought
yeah.
so.
I was gonna
thought
say, dude.
so.
Madison, Mansfield, Ashland, etc. Shut
I
up.
thought so.
I don't want to take care of my kids that day.
Just let him stare at the sun then.
Right. Right. And then the hospital will take care of them. The hospital will take care of them after that.
They're in God's hands then.
When I saw the Offspring at the Warped Tour and they played that live, it did mess up my brain. I'm
They
just saying
played-
it was so dope.
Yeah, we saw them. They played that. They played staring at the sun into. What's the one that goes right into it? Or right after that.
With the one that
drums,
has,
like,
"Dun,
yeah,
dun,
like-
toot,
So I should say-
attitudes. So when I show my peace, it's
playing
gonna
something
do
inside
not
you.
God.
Okay, so
Feel
let me
like I'm God.
let's wrangle the bulls in
Sorry,
here. Okay.
sorry, yeah.
Because it was him. It
I
was
agree.
him
No,
that
it's
time.
fine. It's fine.
You brought it back up.
We're all bulls in a massive china shop. Okay.
Dude, you said stare at the sun, and you expect me not to bring it up?
I know. Like
Now-
when I wrote, I have it in my notes that how long will Tim? How long until Tim brings up staring at the sun?
Wasn't very long.
Now
I'm
I
just
will
saying.
say we're about 40-some minutes in, 45
No,
minutes
I
in or
got,
so.
I got other things I got to talk about.
But that's what
Go
I'm saying.
To the local. What do I have on there?
We
What is it?
need to talk about like the stuff that we're doing because we haven't talked
I
about
know.
anything
You
yet.
have to hit the button for like
Skate news?
No, we did that.
Oh yeah, you're right. We did do that.
What's it called? What did I make that segment?
What segment?
The one for
Where's
the
my
local
skate
stuff.
park?
Where's my skate park? Is it on there?
No, it's not on here.
Shoot, did I take it off
There's
there?
no
Hold
way
on.
you read all those
on.
buttons that fast,
I
dude.
did. It's not on here.
No, I believe you. I believe you. First of all,
No,
it's
go
somewhere
back, go back.
hey, talk amongst yourself because
I don't have it on there.
not on
Anyway, so we're going to just.
well, watch this, watch
dang
this,
it,
watch
I'm
this.
sorry.
This is for YouTube.
Where's my
Skate park.
Well done.
And we're back. And I'm
Okay,
gonna
we're
put
back.
I'm gonna put
So
it
here-
in there, dude. This is what we do, dude.
We're gonna
Post
talk
editing,
about. First thing we got to talk about is the winter sessions, baby.
dude.
They're coming. We're talking about the winter sessions that's coming up here. Starts.
Is that Captain Underpants? That sounds
No.
like Captain Underpants.
No, that is whitest kids you know.
Oh,
That
okay.
is Trevor.
Yep.
So we have the winter sessions coming up. Starts on
February 16th
16th.
to April 5th.
Did I say it wrong in the Vaughn video? No. February 16th to April 5th. April 5th is going to be the big contest that we did last
Yep.
year. But
Yep.
again, same concept as last year. We're going to be skating every Friday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to have new obstacles. We
Yep.
have more money to throw at those obstacles. We're building those obstacles this weekend.
Yep.
I am so excited with a lot of the obstacles we have. I've already come up with my probably trophy winning. Look at it right here. My probable trophy winning run for the finals because I
Wow.
have to compete again, right?
That's up to you. I mean-
can't- what are you talking about? Do I
Line
have
of the
to,
year?
It's
Do I have
kind
to
of a
defend this or
conflict of
not?
interest, but
Oh.
we did it last year, so
Listen, do you think I do not deserve this?
I didn't say that.
I need to know for sure because we talked about this a lot.
For what your run and your contest skating, you did deserve to win. That's not the argument. But it's like,
Should I compete again or no?
be in there? I don't know. Now I will say
Well, here's the thing from last year.
everybody
it
was hyped that you were in.
No. Everybody told me I had
Yeah,
to.
and I agree. I agree they did. There was peer pressure. It's not cool, people.
I'm glad I
But I
did
don't
because I
mind.
got this trophy.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's just like
I just came up with again. Do you want me to kind of like? Do you want me to spill the beans on how you actually win these things?
what's passion.
No,
What?
no. It's you do the basics.
Believe
and
in
you do,
yourself.
You
Yeah.
do the things that you can do consistently. That's all I
Right.
did.
You're right.
I didn't do
Oh, I
anything
know.
fancy.
I know.
I wasn't out there popping tray flips and getting
Yeah,
weird.
but you also went the fastest and visually the hardest, which gives you extra points.
Yes.
It's like Like when you see Evan Smith skate, you're like,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yeah, but
and that's the energy
it's
you
all
brought.
things that I know,
Which is good. Yeah,
that
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna land.
But I'm saying your consistency with the tricks, but also the passion, because everybody just immediately got hyped because you're going so fast and all that. The
Okay.
crowd, helped.
You
But
know what? Shut up. I'm gonna win this again. That's all I care about. I'm gonna.
Now,
I'm
I will say-
I'm gonna try to win this again.
I will say, and let me finish here, because
no.
it feels like a conflict of interest, but last year everybody essentially forced you to, and as long as the contestants are cool with it, I don't mind, but it just feels like a conflict of interest. But if the people
hate
don't
that.
care,
That-
then
you're putting an asterisk next to this.
I can't. I got no keyboard, dude. I got no keyboard.
I want.
What if I took a Sharpie and just wrote a big asterisk on it?
I don't know.
That'd be
because
fighting words.
It was one of those things. Again, that contest. How did we throw that together? BJ just said, Adam,
Yeah.
hey, next week should we do a contest?
Yeah. It
And
was
then I
bad.
just contacted everybody, and I contacted Eric, who made this for me. I'm like, hey, man, we're going to have a contest next week. He's like,
Yeah.
I only have a week to make a trophy. I'm like, yeah, dude, you can do this.
Right.
Dude, I'm such a terrible friend. Yeah, it's true.
This is why, like, we try to plan stuff out.
We're terrible at it. Anyway, so for this year, we
I
know
wanna
that
say-
4/5, April 5th, that is going to be
Yeah.
the contest.
Yes, for sure.
Gosh, I hope Nails comes back.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to
hope-
get some vendors
But
there,
yeah,
I'm sure.
Think about it.
Don't touch me, dude.
Think
Actually,
about it.
please keep touching
Think about
me.
it.
Please.
Touch me more.
Caleb-
It's been so long.
Caleb Wilson trying that Nollie Impossible.
Yeah. He got so
couldn't-
close.
He couldn't get it though.
Yeah.
If he had got it, would I have won?
Well, it depends on his other scores and
That's
stuff.
true. That is also true. But again, I knew like
To your point, a kickflip and a 50-50 will get you points when missing 5 impossibles will not.
Yeah.
And even if you land it, third, fourth try, you don't have.
I'm gonna call it Caleb right now because I love you so much.
Oh gosh.
You Shane O'Neill
Dude,
that
don't
contest.
do it! Don't do it, bro!
Yeah, listen,
That's it,
you can-
dude.
I will give you the platform to come on here and defend yourself.
Oh
but
my
you
gosh.
Shane O'Neill that
Caleb,
contest.
I will never say that to you. I would
will.
never.
I have so much faith in you that you 100%
I do too.
did. You did.
Dare you.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
Listen, I will say what I will. This is what I will say, and this is about the contest as a whole. To your point as well,
Sure.
people's strategies were not correct in
No,
the
they
contest.
Weren't. They weren't. I knew,
Yeah.
I've been in contests before, and not won, obviously, because I'm not good.
Obviously.
But I knew
Sorry.
that the main thing is landing your tricks.
Yeah.
Pick the tricks you can land. I
Build
can
from
do
there.
it.
Do a kickflip, do a
I can-
50-50, and then
yes.
try your impossible
Yes.
for your third
when you
trick.
get to the very last couple tricks in your line, you can try the tricks you're gonna miss, because if you land, I knew I was gonna land the Nardog drop in. I knew I was gonna land like
A
the
little
ollie over
transfer.
thing, the transfers, the alley-oop 50-50s, the like revert ins, the board slides on the thing. I knew I was gonna land that stuff, and at the end I tried the triple rail board slide and missed it, but it didn't matter.
Why does this feel like a
Because-
wrestling promo?
And I will say, too, I will say,
I knew I would land those other tricks, brother. But when it came to the triple rail, brother, it is so hard to land. I failed. No, sorry.
I will say, too, because, again, to your point earlier, during the winter sessions last year, we didn't know we were going to have a competition.
We had no idea.
So now, this year, going
was
into
literally
it,
1 week.
you can kind of think of that as you're skating around. Like,
Yes.
okay, let's try to nail down some tricks.
I'm still going to plan to change it up every week, because that
Sure.
was a big thing to me.
Yeah.
Was being able to change it up every week. So when you showed up, it felt like a fresh park.
Right.
Right?
And I will say, too, as far as obstacles go,
This is going to get weird.
Keep in
I
mind-
have so many weird things that I'm going to build.
I was going to say, keep in mind, too, try to put in either the chat here or probably the post that we just announced, the winter sessions
Sure.
would be a better place.
Sure.
What obstacles do you want? Because we're going to have obstacles and things like that, and we can't guarantee that we're going to build what you suggest, but it'll give us an idea of like other
Sure.
variety and stuff like that, too.
Hey,
Or if
just the sidebar.
What?
If you can focus on me for a second. I do not care what you say. I'm gonna build what I want to build.
Oh no, dude!
This is happening. I am building a little tiny spine that's gonna be 8 foot wide, and it's gonna be dope. I have some other weird obstacles I'm gonna build. I do not care what you think.
BJ's a bully.
Tell me all the things that you want, and I'm not gonna build them.
Hey, you know you could have just not built them without telling them that, right?
No.
We could have just
guys.
We could have just included everybody and then just not done what they asked, and it would have been fine.
Listen, I still.
That's why I gave the disclaimer of we might not build what you want.
Sure.
That way we don't have to tell them to their face that we're not going to build what you want.
I want to tell them.
I want to build what you want. I want to build what you want. I'm the good guy.
I'm not going to build what you want.
I'm a good guy, I swear.
Well, listen.
Look, listen. Linda, listen.
Listen. Listen.
What?
Why are we looking at Spotify?
I'm putting the camera back on us. Back on me.
Oh, you're hitting the wrong buttons. You're going to want to hit the asterisks.
Oh,
over
whatever.
there.
It's fine.
I got you.
Boom.
It's close. Whatever. No, you failed.
I know. I'd have failed that. I've accepted that. That's
I don't
why I brought
care.
it
I'm
back
going to build what I
the
want.
one.
The end.
All right.
And you know what? If Justin
I felt like
enters
things
this
were getting
year
too
with-
aggressive.
if Justin enters this year
fair.
with his blade,
That's fair.
I will just give the trophy to him. Just saying.
What?
There we go. Okay,
I'm going to
that
win
works.
it. I'm going to
For future reference. It's there.
fail. I'm just saying. You know what? I'm going to win this again. I don't care. Gunner, you got work to do.
Gunner's definitely going in the advanced heat, by the way.
If you're coming for the king,
You best not miss, boy.
you best not miss.
Hey, moves
I am. Your moves are weak, boy. I am
Dude, that's
coming
the
in.
Sodi, dude. Put some respect on his
I
name,
am
dude.
coming into this competition just with pure focus. Pure focus. I am going to win.
I love everybody, and I'm an unbiased
care.
person.
The focus that he's
he-
going to have while staring at the sun and the.
Look at me.
I know.
Look at me.
You're going to burn your eyes out, kid.
Just look at me. I'm coming in hot. I can already envision my run. That's how focused I am. I'm coming for another trophy.
Oh,
Dude,
man. Justin's showing up in his inlines,
how
bro.
many music review trophies do I have? 1, 2, 2. 2 out of like 4 years where 2 of those years we did not have trophies.
Rigged.
How
Rigged.
many?
And it's
how
so
many
funny. Let me say this.
How many
Let me say this.
skateboarding winter
Tim,
session
I got
trophies
this.
do we
I
have?
got this. Don't
we
worry.
Have one. We have one. Who has it?
Can I put a caveat on this just real quick? Let me say something real quick.
It's me, baby.
Now let me talk to
me.
the people. Let me talk to the people.
All right. You get in there. Tell them.
Isn't it interesting how BJ wins all the contests he puts on?
All right. I'm gonna come back in. I'm coming
What's
back in.
that about?
I'm coming back in. I've put on 3 other contests and I did not even place.
Prove it.
Those.
Prove it. You
I-
can't right
okay.
now. Prove it. Nope.
Were you participating?
First one I ever put on was at Sunfest.
Doesn't count.
At the Mount Vernon Nazarene, where we
All
took
the Skate
all of their
Mansfield
stuff
contests.
there. Took all the stuff there. I skated my heart out. I had a pinched nerve. I went crazy.
That's your
Excuses.
excuse.
Come
Like,
on,
It's not
bro.
an excuse. I'm just saying I had
This
a
is
pinched.
not a good
I just
look for
I
you
remember
or
this.
us.
oh yeah,
or
the
anybody.
only.
I
the
remember
only,
specifically I had a pinched nerve and I skated my heart out. And I thought I did amazing, but then
The
Nick
only
Smith,
contest I didn't
Nick-
win, I had
Oh,
a pinch
no.
nerve.
Are you gonna listen? You're not gonna listen.
Oh no, I'm
Nick-
the reverse Shane O'Neill. Oh no.
Nick Smith came out
Shout out
and
Nick
just
Smith.
landed all of those hard tricks everybody else was trying at the Mansfield Winter Sessions. I'm telling you, he landed kickflip fakies on giant. Like we built a 6-foot core pipe, and he landed a kickflip fakie on it. There was no beating him.
The great thing is nobody has
Shouts
proof
out
of
to him.
any of this. So
Oh, dude, my
Justin has-
high 8 camera does.
Justin has 12 wins in his time, so he's coming for you, bro.
Justin, if
coming
you
for
even
you.
just break your blades out, dude.
He said he's bringing them.
How big are your feet?
And he had a pinch- he had a pinched nerve in one of them and still won.
Can my
No.
size, like
You-
12 or 13, fit in them? I
Let me
will
remind
take
you
you
to
on with
please-
your own blades.
Please look at your arm and rethink that decision.
Do you want to see it? You guys, have you
Please
guys seen the
rethink that
scar?
decision.
He had a
You
pinched,
can't
he had
see
a
the
pinched nerve in
scar.
one of those 12 wins and still won.
Yeah.
Right, there it is.
But
You
Justin
kinda
would
see-
never
you know,
complain about
whatever.
that.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I wasn't complaining. I was just saying.
Oh, okay. All right, dude. What are you going to say, dude?
Hey,
There's
he
no
just
winning with you
Justin
guys,
said he
bro.
won. Justin
Whatever.
said he won that contest when 1,000-foot crutch was there.
Yeah, that's pressure, dude. You don't know
Did?
nothing about
That's
that.
pretty cool.
You don't know
That's so
nothing about
dope.
that, bro.
You know the knockoff, like the Jesus.
Yeah,
Limp
don't do
Bizkit?
it, dude. Don't do
That's
it.
awesome.
You need to back up, dude.
That is
Winter
2,000
sessions.
contest.
Winter Sessions, Crossroads Community Church in Ontario, February 16th to April 5th, 6 to 8 p.m.
6 p.m.
Be there.
8 p.m.
Free to the public.
Free.
Come hang out.
We're gonna have boards.
Live
We're gonna have
contest
safety equipment.
on April 5th. Brought
Can I-
to you by Stoke Run.
Yes, thank you.
Big recording, big deal. We're gonna go live
Can I-
with on the X Games YouTube, dude.
All right, Trump,
we're
calm
still
down.
we're still working
can I
that detail out, but we're gonna
I don't
we're
remember
gonna
the
do
one
it.
thing I was gonna say.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say one thing.
Okay.
Oh, the one thing I was gonna say this year, as we get bigger, I need you guys to know. I know there's gonna be a lot of people get mad at us about this.
You, not us.
The waiver that
Yeah.
that I'm working on now. Anybody under the age of 18 has to wear a helmet, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know there's some people who are like, man, I'm not even gonna come. I'm sorry, but I have to protect the church
And I will
for being
say,
able
too,
to let us do this.
I will say that's a pretty common rule, so I don't think too many
That's
many
the
people.
same rule that the Stoke Run has.
Yeah.
So,
And now with that, too-
please understand. I'm so sorry, but I have to protect the place that's letting us do
I
this.
Yeah.
think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I think so too.
And with that, to keep that thought going too, is we are offering sponsorship opportunities for the
Ooh.
event
Let's go.
and the winter sessions in general.
Let's go.
For things like this,
I
because
feel like quietly getting hyped again.
we do need funding or donations of equipment, mainly safety gear, helmets, knee pads, elbow pads, all that kind of stuff.
Helmets.
I definitely said helmets.
Helmets. We're
But-
talking about like the band Helmet. Let's
Yeah.
go. Unsung. Great song.
But we do have options to sponsor the winter sessions or the event in general by either like a monetary donation that can go towards the safety equipment,
Yeah.
can go towards the wood, the plywood, the coping, the metal at the
Coping.
bottom of the ramps, all that kind of stuff. So
That metal that I was supposed to get that measurement
it's
for you
cool.
today and I didn't.
is cool. But so we are offering sponsorship opportunities. So if you know any businesses
Yeah.
or any local companies, anything like that, that would
Let
be
'em know.
willing. There's no.
Tell these fools.
I'm
Tell
gonna be straight honest with you guys. There's no really set limit, right?
None.
There's no set amount to where
Zero.
you have to donate this amount to get a sponsorship. Not necessarily. It's just kind of whatever you want to throw at us.
Whoever
Obviously,
just wants to help us out. Come on.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
The more the better, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into all this,
Dude,
and
can
it's
we-
all based on donations.
Let's
so
let's tell the people about the sled shed stuff.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have to tell them. We don't have the this is still all this still where's my skate park stuff, I
Yeah.
guess.
it's
So
all yeah.
we have to tell the story of this because it's just so bonkers.
Yeah.
And again, it's anyway, so Adam in the middle of the night when he usually
It's always the middle of the night.
middle of
Let's
the night
be
when
real.
he texts me and I'm usually up at like 4 a.m.
I see the notification on the phone. Robert's or BJ's notifications are silenced, and I'm like, that's cool. That means I can send 7 novels.
Everything.
Yeah.
So he texts me and he says, "Hey, I saw this thing from another park, who knows where or whatever." He's like, "This thing's
Well,
like a cool
Rewild
thing."
shared it.
Oh, they did.
They
Okay.
it was a viral post that was going around about a sled shed, basically in Illinois, whatever.
Oh, okay. In Illinois, so,
They shared it and said, "Hey, is this something we could do for Liberty?"
he sends it to me in the middle of the night on like a Wednesday night, and I have to work at Ace on Thursday mornings, and I get there about 4:30, depending on when the truck's coming. And so I get there, and I just finally look. I'm waiting on the truck to show up. I got everything ready for the day, and I'm like, our truck's not here yet. I pull my phone out, and Adam sent me a thing in the middle of the night, and it just said, "Hey,
Like always.
can we do this?" And I look at it, I read the thing, and I'm like, "Dude, I got 2x4s. I can
Right.
do this."
And that's
Duh.
why I sent it too, because one, obviously sleds are very cheap, and
Yep.
two, literally that day we went and picked up so much lumber.
We did.
to where I was like, we have to have the spare lumber for
We
this.
do.
Like it
Well,
wouldn't take
I
much.
had it in my house. I built that from stuff I had here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't want to, like, I've been so protective of the stuff that we have
right
to
That's
build
fair.
for winter sessions. So I'm like, yeah, man, I got the stuff. And this is when it was so cold.
Yeah,
too.
it was 0
so-
degrees that day.
It was like negative 32, and we were like, oh, man.
It was 0.
Anyway,
I
so,
remember.
well, but again, when I built it,
You're
it got
talking
colder.
Celsius, bro.
You're talking wind chill.
When I get, yeah, wind chill. When,
Yeah.
when I started building, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but we have to do this. Anyway, so he sent me that, and I was working at Ace that morning, and I just asked my manager, Jackie, and I'm like, hey, Jackie, what do you think about this? And I showed her the post and stuff. She's like, yeah, man. I'm like, can we have some sleds? She's like, yeah, take 4 of them. I'm like, dope.
right.
Nice.
And
So we took 4 sleds.
I will say too, because when I sent this to you, like full transparency, and I don't know if you caught this little detail. I already commented on the post saying Skate Ohio will handle this because
I didn't notice that until way later.
because I was like, even if we can't, I will. Like, it's
Right.
so cheap that it's fine if the nonprofit can't do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it as Skate Ohio. Like,
it literally cost the nonprofit $21.
yeah, and that
Because
was
I
on
talked-
the banner.
I talked to my boy Jimmy over at Apollo Printing, and I said, "Hey man, here's what we're doing." He's like, I'm like, "Can you make us another one of those signs or whatever?" He's like, "Nah, man, you need a banner. I'll get you a banner
Right.
for $21."
There you go. Beautiful.
I'm like, "You are a
21.
solid dude."
Beautiful.
So
Yeah.
he made the banner. I went and picked it up, and I was just explaining to him what he's doing. He's like, "Yeah, you guys are doing good stuff. I like
Yeah.
what you're doing." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it." So, and again, this whole time, Adam and I are just like, "This is a throwaway idea."
Something cool.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
kinda
whatever.
get, you know.
Yeah, I'll throw some. Like I told Adam, I'll throw some 2x4s together. Who cares? Whatever. And we did that. I put the thing together. I just remember the day I was just so busy at work, and I just remember I just told everybody, I'm like, I have to leave right now. There's a thing.
There's a thing at noon right now.
And I left. Adam and I figured out, was like, okay, let's put it here. Let's put the sleds in. Let's take a picture and leave. It didn't come to that. We were told by like Richland sources, like, no, stay there. We want to talk.
We want to
you.
do an interview, and I'm like,
And then like other people started showing up.
shout out Richland Source. Like, that's a great
Yes.
thing. We're not saying that as a
We
negative
love-
thing.
No. We
But
love
we just-
Richland source.
When
Shouts indeed.
when we said we were gonna do this, and then I reached out to Paco, shout out Paco,
Yeah,
with
shouts.
the Rewild Liberty team, and I said, hey, we're gonna do this for sure. We got this, we got this,
100%.
we got this. So they made a post
They-
that said,
that post.
you know, shout out Skate Ohio, and you know, we were partnered with them in this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it just went insane. And then
You
Katie
just kept sending me stuff.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, 300 shares.
Yeah,
400
like-
shares. 450 shares. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
And then Katie from Richland Source, who's written a couple things about us
Yeah.
too.
Shout out to Katie.
Yeah, so she reached out.
Shouts.
She's like, "Hey, I saw something about this. Are you guys gonna be out there at noon?" Because Rewild was like, "This is going up at noon," and I was like, "Okay,
Okay, I guess we
gu-
do it at
I
noon."
guess we're gonna be there at noon." And yeah, so
We ride at noon.
and I just kept sending him stuff, and dude, we were like, "Man, this was just something."
We had it was an afterthought. Adam's like, "Can you do this?" And I said, "Yep." And like it is nothing to us. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll make it happen." And it just got crazier. Just like the text that Adam kept sending me, he's like,
Dude.
"Oh, dude, this is happening. Oh my
Because-
gosh, the mayor just thanked us."
Yeah,
Come
like
crazy.
What? What is happening?
yeah, like
We literally it cost us $21
right.
and just like a half hour of my time.
660.
Oh, dude,
But,
we got 666 follows. Let's
But
go.
yeah, like, and the
Yikes.
Rewild people tagged me in the post
Yep.
because, you know, we were the ones talking
Sure.
about it. And so then everybody kept hitting me up about it.
Yep.
And I was like, what is happening? Even like
today, Adam, at church, like I was just kind of bragging because we got gifted a membership to the Richland
Right.
Chamber of Commerce. And I was kind of
dude,
bragging
insane.
to people at church. What's that?
That's the post.
The post reached 45,395 people.
Wow.
This
For
post
a $20 idea.
$20 that we didn't think anything of it.
322
We just-
shares.
We
and
just
that's
thought it would be a good thing for the community and
Yeah.
didn't think anything farther than that. It was pretty good.
And our post had 322 shares, plus all the shares the Rewild post got.
It got weird.
The post got shared into other groups and stuff.
But again, like that's what I'm saying. At church today, I was trying
crazy.
to like do something, and then like somebody came into Judy came into the break room where I was just kind of standing there, and I'm like, Judy, I'm just telling everybody, you got to know. I'm like, we got gifted a membership to the Richmond Chamber of
Yeah, I'm
Commerce, and
pumped.
she's just like, oh, there was something else you guys did that I saw that was really cool. What was it? I'm like, was it the sled shed? She's like, yes, that was really cool. I'm so glad you guys did it. I'm like, this is insane.
The sled shed has been the least expensive thing we've ever done.
We have tried so hard with
Like,
And probably the
things.
most successful. No, I'm just
It
kidding.
is.
By far.
It is.
46,000 people saw that post.
It's insane to us. Like I kept showing it to Hannah. I'm like, and she's like, why are you staring at your phone? I'm like, and I just showed her. I'm like,
they just keep coming.
can you understand this?
You're right, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? She's like, I don't know, man. People get behind that weird stuff. And I'm
do.
like, you're right. So
like-
I mean,
People got chitlins.
yeah.
but it's and the
And then
post-
people made posts about
Yes.
it. Like,
the posts that we were like the things you were sending me were like making me tear up pretty hard. But
Yeah.
it's like, hey, we have 5 kids and you gave my 5 kids the best snow day ever, because Hannah looked at it, like read that post, and she's like, you know, if you think about it, she's like, we have 3 kids, we have 1 sled.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? And it's like it can get weird, but if we got to go somewhere that there's like a bunch of sleds,
Right.
all of the kids would have had a good time.
Right.
So
And
it just makes sense.
Within a day or two, there was up to 17 sleds
Yes.
in the sled shed.
But
And it
also-
started with
That's
4.
insane.
It was like so perfect because it was also we got like
4 snow days in a
4
row
snow
or something
days.
like that. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we kept getting those. But that was the best part, was because I went to shout outs Rocky. I went
Need a
to
skate shed, man.
right. That's probably going to happen as well.
Yeah, we've talked about
That's
it.
we have
need
talked
one.
about it.
We
But,
need one.
I went
More for tools and stuff,
Rocky
but-
lives over there, and I had to go help him like change a tire because
Yeah.
you know skateboarding, and he messed up his leg.
Heal
so-
fast, Rocky. We love you.
Please, we love you. But I had to drive by I had to drive by Liberty Park. There was 30 some kids
I know.
out there
That's
sledding, and I
insane,
just
man.
slowed down, and I'm like, this can't be real.
Right. Now,
Like it was just bonkers.
and we should say too, because this was again, because I was tagged in the post, so people came to me, like Brennan asked, and
Yeah.
a couple other people asked
Yeah.
about the hill that we put it at.
Oh,
and-
you and I picked the perfect hill because it's
Yeah.
the least dangerous.
There's
That other hill goes right into the pond.
yeah, there's 2 hills at Liberty, and everybody loves the hill closer to the road.
Yep.
But yeah, in Aurelio's video, you could see it.
He's like,
he
I almost went into the pond.
he almost smashed into the tree.
Yep.
If there were cars parked there, that's the road right there where
Yes.
people would park. And there's a pond 5 feet from the end of the hill.
Dude,
So it's like,
no. We knew what we were doing.
so we didn't put it at the top of that hill, and we put it at the top of another one. One, because
It's nearest the skate park.
it is
too.
near the skate park. And in my mind, I'm thinking of this, the people sledding are 3 years old to like 10 years old,
Right.
right?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't want them to be on that big
No,
hill.
it's
if you're
scary,
if you're
dude.
a teenager and you're doing it, go have fun.
yeah, dude.
But
Be reckless. That's what you're supposed to do.
we saw so many posts of both hills, really, but a lot of them of little kids
Yeah.
on the hill that we
Yeah.
put, and that's exactly what we wanted. So it was more of like, really, it was thought out to be like, hey, that one's dangerous, and we just, to your point about helmets,
Yeah.
we can't risk anything.
no.
'Cause
it's
even-
not worth it.
Even if
It isn't.
in that situation, we're not liable. The park's liable
Yeah.
because of that. But if somebody gets injured or something happens and they mention Skate Ohio,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
man.
just, we just can't
It's all
have
bad
that.
news.
You know
We
what I
don't
mean?
want that.
So we put it there. It's up to your discretion to go to
Yep.
the other hill if you want.
If you want to.
But-
you gotta do a couple extra, stretches and
Yeah.
get up that hill, and
Yeah.
you got this. But
Running up that hill.
you'll be running up that hill.
But I got a couple messages about that, and I was like, hey, there was actually a reason we did that, just for
Sure.
for safety, really, because
You and I talked about it a lot
Yeah.
before we even
Yeah.
set it into place.
Because-
and then I freaking broke the thing.
Because again, we're thinking 5, 6 years old. I don't want Harper riding down that.
No, Absolutely
By
not.
herself? No way.
Dude, here's another little behind the scenes thing. Is like when we were setting it in place, we were trying to like get it to like set, and I was
The ground is frozen because it's 5 degrees out.
I was stepping on it, and it took me a while, but I stepped on it and it broke. The bottom rung just snapped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? And like Adam was like, "You're all right." I'm like, "No, why did this happen?"
It's cool, man.
And I'm looking at the thing, and so my kids helped me. And again, it was like sub-zero temperatures, and I'm in my garage doing this. I have a specific paint that is designed for surface temperatures as low as 32 degrees. And I wanted to do it all there and get it done so that we could get it out there because it sounded like we had to do it Friday at noon.
Right.
So Thursday night, I'm like doing it, and my kids were helping me. And there was a part where I had to I built the outer frame, and I had to hold it in a certain spot and screw it in. And I'm like, kids, I know it's cold out here. Just give me a second. I need you to hold this here, right where this line is. I made lines. I measured it all. I'm like, hold it here. And I zipped it all into place. And my idea was I was going to go back and put an extra screw where I normally would, but I didn't. I didn't think about it. I'm just like, oh, it's cold. Okay, you guys go back inside. I'm going to paint this real quick and then come inside because it's cold.
Right.
And I didn't think about it. So when we got there and I started looking at it, I'm like, oh, dude, I only put 1 screw in this. So I had to come back out the next day. But luckily, while I was there, I had a specific tie wrap type thing that I wrapped it all so it was fine.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm so ashamed of myself that I see this fluorescent yellow tie wrap to hold it in place.
I did say, I was like, thankfully we took the picture before that.
Yes. And but anyway, I came back out the next day when the big snowstorm was happening, and I zipped the screws in it, made it look good, and did the best. But anyway, so it was what it was. But again, also, there's a hill right next to where I live here at Sunset Park that would be perfect for one too. Yeah. There's no reason we can't do another one.
Well, what's his name? Budda-Budda Phil, whatever his name is, the
What?
Budda-Budda Phil. We going back to getting quietly hyped?
What's his name?
Budda-Budda.
It's like
Budda-Budda Phil?
No, it's
what
like
are you talking about?
It's Phil, dude.
Are you having a stroke?
No, it starts with a P.
Do you smell
like
pennies?
I don't even know.
Oh,
It's
Punxsutawney.
yeah, dude. Yeah. He said we're gonna.
Budda Phil.
I knew that was wrong, but I was like, I just went, because I didn't know what it was.
Why are you bringing that up?
Because he said there's spring now. It's not gonna get as.
Yeah,
You realize? No. You realize when he says that it's either, oh man, 6 more weeks are winter of winter, or it's. If he doesn't see a shadow, it's 6 weeks until spring.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
6 weeks.
Yeah, but
either way.
But we're not gonna. I mean, I'm down, but I just don't know if we're gonna get much more snow.
Think
that's
about
my
it.
point.
6 more weeks of winter, or 6 weeks until spring.
Sure, but
is that right?
I don't think that's right. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But you gotta realize.
Phil.
I
think we found the name of the episode.
I'm gonna call him that from now on.
Budda Phil, bro.
Budda Phil.
Well, anyway, so that was the sled shed. The whole thing. It's a library. It's a sled library or whatever.
In theory, it's still out there. I don't know. To be honest,
same dude. I haven't been over there.
I don't know if there's sleds in there. I don't know if the Rewild guys took them.
It was a dope idea.
Those sleds we were gonna get. Never followed up. They never followed up with us about it. But it's also like 50 degrees, so it's like
the scooter style sled things. Yeah, I never knew what happened to that. I'll have to reach out to them again.
I said, hey, we can meet sometime here this week.
Yeah, and it just didn't happen.
And then she's like, okay, sounds good. And then that was. But the weather warmed up, so
that's true. It's not their fault.
But
it's okay. If we can get something together for another year, that's fine. But anyway, so
Tim is seeing ADHD in action.
That is dope. The fact that we're part of the Richland Chamber of Commerce now, dude, that's legit.
Crazy.
We're legit.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We're just out here doing good things.
I was thinking about this today.
Shouts outs us.
Shouts outs. I was thinking about this when that happened. Where I'm like, I can almost guarantee.
I see your face.
the only people in the Chamber of Commerce who have a day job that's not with the business that's associated with the Chamber of Commerce. We have separate day jobs.
All right.
I can almost guarantee
that.
we're the
Yeah.
only ones that have that.
That's very
Yeah.
true. Where are we just out here doing things?
I was like, this is the day
Well,
job.
here's the thing: is we got gifted
Yeah.
this membership because people saw the things that we're doing.
The sled shed.
The sled
They
shed.
saw the sled shed, dude.
When you sent me that the mayor thanked us,
Yeah, dude.
that got wild.
Yeah.
I was in bed and I just remember looking at it, and then like Hannah's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "You kind of have to look at this."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Is that the mayor?"
Yeah, that's the mayor. And I will say too, because I saw the mayor and Aurelio at
Shouts out to them.
at Clubhouse
Jody
too
Perry.
when they had that fundraiser.
Yeah.
I stopped in
Oh, good.
and
I didn't get to.
I think it started at 7 maybe, and I was
Sure.
there at like 7:30, so I wasn't there right at the beginning. But Aurelio said right before the band started, he gave like a little speech like, "Hey,
Sure.
this is for the DIY, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
and he gave us a huge shout out there too.
That's
apparently,
crazy.
so
That's crazy.
it's like, man, like this is crazy.
Dude, we have so much money right now. Like Tanner, like they made was it $1,800?
And then Truck
from
and
that.
Trav too had. I don't know if you've
That's
gotten that.
I don't know if that's part of the
Well,
the
they
check
said-
that they gave me, because it was all they clumped it all into one.
Okay. Well, they originally they were thinking they had like 18 from Clubhouse, but then 350 from Trav too. So
Ooh, I hope that comes in.
yeah,
because
I don't
haven't
know if
seen
that was
yet.
part of it or not or what, but
I'm so excited for what's going to be built.
but yeah,
I really am.
We got a decent amount of funding, but all of that is for Liberty specifically, obviously.
Yeah,
so
that doesn't help the winter sessions.
Yeah, we
or
do
anything
still
else
need
that we do.
donations and stuff for everything else, because that
'Cause
is
it did cost us like to do the Sodi trophy. It was like $50.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Small
like things.
things.
There's things, but it's dope to have the funding
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
And we have a whole wall of completes over here.
We
I
do.
know there's one person that's going to come to the winter sessions that need to borrow one. And in
That gives us
theory,
7, dude.
maybe at the
I'm
end,
so excited.
we might be able to give some away if it's needed and things like that, depending on the
We
situation.
still got some Skate Mansfield decks.
Yeah.
We can do some things. It's
Yeah.
gonna get better.
We got
It really
new merch
is.
coming out soon
Oh, dude,
too.
that-
We're just putting
like-
that out there. It's going to be the
I need-
shirt that
I
you
need to
want. I
scoot
can
in
almost
again. I
I
need
can
to scoot in.
promise
I'm
you
gonna scoot in.
you want this shirt.
Listen,
Here we go again.
this new shirt, this Skate Ohio shirt, we've been kind of kicking it back and forth for a while. You're gonna want this shirt.
Fire.
This shirt is fire.
Fire.
It is so local, so dope, and a great design. Adam did such a fantastic job on it. I'm just saying, look out for it. That's all.
I'm excited.
I also like getting close to the camera. That's all.
I think, and again, you know
Shout
how
out
we
me.
are. We just say stuff and then we'll see what happens.
Man,
but
I don't know. Shouts
I
out
feel
BJ.
like
That's all I'm saying.
I feel like these shirts may or may not be ready by the time we do the event. Maybe,
Sure.
most likely.
Maybe.
We still have some working to do here and there. See how we want to do certain things.
Sure.
But in theory, they'll be available for the event, if not sooner. So
I just I think we need to go. Last little that's my ugly sock. The last thing that I just wanted to touch on before we get just as a teaser for like next episode and like future posts that we have. So I went to Disney for vacation
yeah, dude.
last week, and it was dope. We had the family had a good time. It's not really my thing, but it's my wife loves Disney. It's her passion, and my kids had such a good time. And it's hard for me just because of the anxiety and all that. But
Your
all
wife is such a trooper.
she is
She is
puts
such a
up
trooper.
with me.
Because I will say, this is a family vacation.
What all did I
at-
send you, Adam?
At one of the most expensive places that you can
So
take a family.
expensive. It's so expensive.
And what is BJ doing while his family is having the time of their lives at Disney? What is this man doing? He's sending me videos of skate spots and what tricks he's going to do down the skate spots. He's like, oh, you do a frontside flip here, and then you bomb this bridge
I will
switch.
tell you
and I'm
right
like,
now,
bro.
we're at Disney Springs and Adam's texting me stuff, and I'm like, and I just send him back a video.
You're like, yeah, but look at
and
this.
it's just there's a 3 stair set and it's by this restaurant. I'm like, okay, Trey flipped the stair set.
In a Donald
And
Duck
then-
costume.
Right.
And then
That's how you could get away with it.
and then 3 big pushes, and then
Front side flip.
front
the baby's
side
out.
flip
To
into.
sw-
There's a bridge
Yep.
that's super steep, and I'm like, okay, front side flip to switch hill bomb this
Yep.
thing, and he's just like, what are you doing? You're on vacation.
And he even said this is a steep bridge. It's steeper than it looks. And this man takes this video, right? And he turns and he like walks down the steps like he's doing it. And then he walks to the edge of the bridge so you can get a good view of the angle of the bridge. And I'm like, bro, go hang out with your kids. Go hang out with your kids.
I have videos of every spot I wanted to hit
Yeah.
and every part.
Now, how many videos did you take that you didn't send me?
32.
That's a real number. Is that a real number?
It's a real number.
He sent me like 5 or
I
6.
went to all 4 parks.
You have 32 videos.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, does it just suck being you?
No, it
Dude.
doesn't. It doesn't.
We need to put this is going to be our hit reel, is the
I'm
best
telling
skate
you.
spots in Disney,
Yes,
and just put
I
a
was-
compilation
I
together.
was told you I was going to do it. I'm like, oh, Epcot. Here are all the spots that I want to
You
hit.
know, all the
crazy.
things that can never happen.
Right. Well, we talked about that too, the likelihood of being kicked out.
Dude, shut
And he's like, nobody would
100%.
Yeah, but nobody would know what to do for a
That's the
minute.
thing.
Add in the
Anything-
Donald Duck costume,
Yes.
you got even more.
Yes,
You got even more
and-
leeway.
And here's the thing: is like they don't like treat people like they should be treated there. Like people like climbing and being crappy on like rocks and stuff. They're just like, hey, friend,
Right.
friend.
I
you,
will
you
say-
shouldn't be there. You shouldn't do that. Friend, we have to get down.
I will say,
Friend, we have to arrest you
They say
now.
I'm going to be honest.
I just told him, I'm like, I could hit 4 of these spots
Right.
without getting caught.
yeah.
Friend, this young man's going to put handcuffs on you, okay?
That's probably what it would
Let
be.
us
But
know
I'm
if
like,
they're a little tight, friend. Now, I will say, we went there over the summer for Harper's birthday as well. And that is one thing I took away from it is, like, I usually hate that kind of energy, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
But, like, they
For
were
there,
so
it
nice.
works.
They were
For
so
there, it
nice.
works.
There was not a single rude employee at Disney whatsoever.
no.
And I'm
they're
like,
designed to
you're
not
like
be.
slaves to the Disney man, and they're still so happy.
It was so
I'm
dope.
like, this is great. This
Like,
is awesome.
I am just like
Is it Robert
I do
Iger?
have I have some videos of some of the places
Bob
where I'm
Iger?
like filming it and I like turn around and Hannah's just like standing there like arms crossed like
Dude, I know. She's got to have such an attitude with you.
I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, oh, dude, you could hit that stair set. Dude, look at this wall ride. That's so dope. That
Right.
You could curve that red.
Yeah.
Look, Donald Duck is laying down now. You could totally ollie over him.
Right.
I could kickflip Donald Duck if I had to. Are you kidding me?
Jeez, dude.
Kidding me?
Oh, man.
I don't know why I
dope.
always use Donald Duck as a reference, but
He's dope.
It's been an interesting few weeks, we'll say that, since
It
we've had
has.
the last episode.
It's very true, and I can't wait to share like all the skate spots because I'm just telling you, if there's enough of us who go and have our boards,
Oh, you know
They
how
can't stop
expensive
all
of a
of
trip
us.
that is?
I don't care. I'm just saying,
You buying?
They can't stop all of us. I'm just saying.
Skate Mansfield trip to Disney.
Because if we go
We're
to one
trying to
I'm
do a
just-
Skate Mansfield trip to Ohio.
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
We can't make it to Disney. Are you kidding me?
saying eventually.
If we get that far and we can only go to one park, it's Hollywood Studios. There's so many
Bro.
dope stair sets. That's where all of the Pixar people are. That's where I got to meet all the Incredibles.
You
It
know
was
how
dope.
we manifest stuff on the show?
You met Frozen?
What
we
if
do.
what if in 10 years we're looking back on this, we have this whole big headquarters and we have the funding to
BJ's
send
50
send us and like 5 members of a skate team to just destroy Disney. And everybody films their own stuff. Try to get as much as you can without getting kicked out.
If we
Dude.
buy Disney,
You have no idea if we could infiltrate Disney,
Dude.
and if we go to Hollywood, there's so many good rails.
Hollyweird.
We could get.
That's the title of the skate video is Hollyweird.
Yeah, dude.
Hollyweird Studios.
There's so many
Hollyweird Skate
spots.
Studios.
There's so many spots for lines. Hollywood Studios had the most. I didn't even get all the footage of where I want to skate. There will be a lot of like.
That's
hey,
in the vault.
there's
That's
also-
secret.
That was it. That was another like
okay.
random non-skate vault. Skate thought is the Disney Vault is a magical place that just makes things more expensive.
Yeah.
If you think
That's
about
fair.
it,
I
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
true.
We spent so much money.
I'm
You know
with
the
I
reason we
did too.
drove instead of flying is because
I'm telling you, you
So-
probably could have got there flying for just as much as
Well,
driving because we looked at it,
agreed,
too.
agreed. But the reason we did it is because it was for Harper's birthday.
Sure.
So
So
take all your crap back
Yeah.
that you bought. At
so
Disney?
we told people for her birthday.
Southwest, extra suitcase, no charge. That's all you got to do.
I'm telling you, she had 3 suitcases of stuff.
Yeah.
Good golly,
Because
Miss Molly.
because we told everybody for her birthday,
Great googly moogly.
get her Disney gift cards.
Sure,
because that's where
what
we're
you
gonna be at.
do.
Yeah.
She got like $800 worth of Disney gift cards.
Wow.
Plus,
That's insane.
plus
See,
all
she
the
got like
stuff-
4 things.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you,
plus,
Tim.
plus all the stuff that we were gonna get because we
Yeah.
saved up money, and it's
Yeah.
like these are Disney gift cards. We're never gonna use them again, and we were like, we're gonna have to drive
Yeah.
because of the amount of stuff we're gonna bring back.
Yup.
Dude, I'm excited to go. I do want to go back and like have a skate deck to have all it because I got to
That-
meet Max.
yeah.
No,
Goof.
you got to go to Universal
Max
next.
Goof was at Hollywood Studios.
the
dude.
shredder himself, bro.
Dude, the shredder himself, no power lines.
You got to go
sadly.
to
Aw,
New
man.
Universal
Power
next
lines.
to find out their
I
sweet
tried.
spots.
I tried to show Harper that
There-
movie.
You know what? We were just at Universal. I'm gonna say it has less, but
Oh.
I have to go again with those eyes.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I think the Hogwarts train station probably has some dope spots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, you didn't mention that when we were talking, but like the fact that you guys were near there and didn't go to Universal, I'm surprised.
No,
but okay.
no. This was a specific Disney
I
trip.
was just saying,
Oh, gotcha,
Universal's
we just did
separate, right?
Universal a year ago,
okay.
2 years
Universal's
ago.
separate, right?
It is.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And they just announced how they're redoing everything. Hannah was just showing me like they're gonna have a Super Mario World ran, a how
Yeah.
to change your how to train your dragon land.
That's not
this-
gonna age well.
Here's the thing: you need to. If everybody out there right now is gonna just pick one, I say stay away from Disney. Go to Universal and
Yeah.
specifically go to the Jason Bourne show.
What?
Action
Nice.
stunts show. It was the greatest thing I'd ever
I
seen
feel
in
like
my
that's
entire
just
life.
more for you though.
It was the greatest thing
That's
I'd
right up your
ever
alley.
seen. There was
Right.
helicopter explosions where I'm like, oh man, it exploded.
Gotta have
I'm
the
like,
boom booms.
Are my eyebrows still here? That was so dope.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what are
Sorry.
we doing? What are we doing here?
I think we're done.
Where
I think
am
dude.
we're
I?
done.
Are we
The end.
done?
Is there stuff?
The
I don't
end.
know. Invader Zim. I like that touch right there,
That's
bro.
dope, right?
I love it.
Shout outs, mommy. Greatest mommy, my mommy.
Is there anything else we want to talk about, dude? There's a lot going on, guys.
There's more stuff we got to talk about. There was stuff in the backside that we need to talk about, but we
I mean,
got
we've-
here's like over here we have written
Yeah.
our
Our outline, because we, it's better with
You know,
one. We've
if
learned.
if I don't have an outline, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He just stares
Adam-
at the camera
when
all
I-
the time.
When I told Adam that Vaughn, shout outs Vaughn Doom, Vaughn showed up to do a thank you, a video to like shout out the sessions like he did last year. I'm sure Adam's like, oh man, if he doesn't have an outline,
I just let it go, bro. I just let it go.
he sends me long text like, don't forget this and this
Well,
and this, and I totally do.
Well, no, it's not. You're specifically talking about the Sodi thing, but just in general,
That was true.
I just do that as a form of an outline.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you need one.
I need
and
one, I
whether
know.
whether you
I
do
have outlines. I just
where
never,
where
bro.
where
I never get to fill
I've
them out
never
like
seen one,
dude.
except
Tim,
for the Teach a Dummy
Tim.
stuff
Thank
that I
you.
don't care about
I was
because
gonna say,
it's not
teach a dummy.
this.
You always had an
Rude.
outline for.
I've had
Do you
a
not
couple
care about
people.
this
I've
as
had
much
a
as
couple
Teach a Dummy?
people reach out to me and say they want to do a Teach a Dummy episode. So shout outs Patreon.
Sure.
Hey, let's end this episode. Let's talk a little bit on the Patreon for a couple minutes, just because I have a few things that we need to talk about.
All
so
right.
until the next amazing episode with a whole bunch of ADHD stuff going on, there's only one thing left to do.
Go skate.
Thank you. Go skate at the winter sessions. Done.
Yeah. Bye. See you there.